White supremacy has been embedded in the United States of America from its founding.
While at the Zimmerman trial, Eli decided to visit a conference on white privilege the following winter.
The legal system protected a white male who killed a black male. White privilege.
White privilege doesn't even have to do with if you're fully white or if you're fully black or if you're fully anything. I think a lot of it has to do with skin color.
First Congress of the United States determined 1790 that in order to become a naturalized citizen of this new republic called the United States of America, one had to be white.
America was started by white people for white people.
White people have been taught implicitly that we are superior.
There is this myth that the United States is a meritocracy.
It's very hard for people who were taught that the unit of society is the individual, and whatever you end up with must be what you individually wanted and worked for and earned and deserved.
The reality is that we are not a meritocracy.
They've been taught to take the credit for actually white supremacy, that they have mistaken white supremacy for personal excellence.
After 3 days of interviews, speeches, seminars, it was clear that the believers in white privilege did the race, not free will, determined everything. For them, the Martin Zimmerman tragedy is only about skin color.
White privilege, define white privilege.
Privilege is whiteness at the top of the scale and blackness at the bottom of the scale.
I benefit every day from the little things, from not being profiled in the grocery store.
Being able to buy like flesh-colored Band-Aids, like all these little things in life that get you further just because of the color of your skin.
I felt depressed, listening to the indoctrination that reducing everyone to skin color.
My dad came from a very, very poor background. And was a very American dream.
My mother, my white mother, who took us out of an abusive relationship that she had with my biological father, basically took us and moved us to Wisconsin, and the only thing that we had on our back were the clothes on our back.
I know you worked hard. I watch you now still work hard, but because you're white.
Dealing with racism in Wisconsin, on top of that, watching cross burning and stuff out of our neighborhood, she would argue that she had no privileges.
Think about if you were a black man, how much harder would it have been?
And she would say, what privilege do I have? I was struggling to bring these boys up.
You worked really hard, and I know that, and I want to make sure that I validate that in you. But also, because you're white,
it's very hard to tell her that she's at fault, that her whiteness gave her some sort of privilege.
Would you say that I have white privilege, somebody like me?
I think so.
I'd say you may well have light skin privilege.
Absolutely, I do think you have white privilege. You come from a system that has benefited you because of the color of your skin.
In today's America, Jerry built race identities. I am now white.
With nearly 3,000 people here, from diversity consultants and university professors to government bureaucrats, this is Identity Politics Central. What gives these people their power, their justification, is their willingness to exploit America's irredeemably racist history. They believe they have created a path to America's redemption. But what they have done instead is create yet another racial construct that traps us in skin color.